Hola tribe, welcome to the House of Kai. So today I'm going to sit and do a medicine oracle read, and yeah, I'm excited. It's been a while. So many things. So yeah, I'm excited to read. Let's see. Oh, if you haven't, please like, share, subscribe. There's more videos of content coming out, a lot more corrective therapy work being seen and shown, working on editing some of that to make it shorter for everyone, so they can start to have the medicine of how to correct themselves too. So check those out. And if you're having injuries, if you are having struggles or injuries or limitations in your movement or emotional body, spiritual body, any of it, message or write a comment to let me know. And so we'll do a video or a demo and go over some of the things you can do to correct that. All things are in the physical body. All things. So even if it doesn't appear to be a physical thing, there is something we can do from a physical level that will engage and release that which is blocking us. Right? So, on that note, let's see what the Oracle read has for us today. Two more shuffles. Yeah. And I think I already said, if you haven't already, please like, share, subscribe, leave comments. Oh my goodness. Number 6, Palhik Mana, and it's called Medicine of the Butterfly, Kachina. Oh my goodness. Whew. Let's see if we can get that. So, looking directly at the card, when I was looking at it before I looked at it at the camera, the drapings coming around the ears is what I had noticed, but in this reflection, I see the mouth, I see the lips. Yeah, high levels of communication being had, and it almost appears as if the lips themselves are bound, so it's as if they're not being spoken here, but it's all higher communications being had at this time. And what a gift that is. And I love that the butterfly resides right at the heart of transformation. Yeah. Feels very balanced. Feels very aligned. And I love it's soft. And there's a softness in the communication. The colors of this card lead to a more joyous energy of softness and harmony. The blues and purples and fuchsias, they all blend so beautifully and harmoniously. Yeah, and isn't it interesting that the bold energy of this card is the heart? The mind is soft and the heart is bold. Yeah, two very different vibrations here, right? The earth and the element of the butterfly itself are a lot richer and fuller of earthly tones, reds and greens and browns, and the higher energies are dealing more with this light colors and a gentle softness. How unique that is, right? So let's see what levels of transformation we are in right now. I know that I have been going through some of the most amazing transformations, and working on grounding into it more appropriately. And any littles of self-sabotage that show up to clear and move through. And there's so many options of what that can look like for each one of us. Yeah, I guess that is actually the time, isn't it? That what is blocking us? What little things can we start to change every day? I know simply I could drink more water. I could drink more water. It is probably the most basic of things I could do. And in all of my years of, quitting a bad habit or changing a lifestyle, what I have found is that introducing something more of or more beneficial to you before you think of cutting something out. And why do I say that? When you think of cutting something out, you reach for it more. And so when you just allow yourself to drink in the better stuff, then, or things of a higher vibration, then you can allow the other things to fall to the side, or you let go of it. You want better things when you allow yourself to let go of denser vibrations. Yeah, so just interesting. Oh, they're telling me to keep that card, and I like that. And I am feeling that I'm going to shuffle again, though. This present card is influence, love and peace from the heart. Moving through cycles. Yeah. Full spectrum color of the rainbows, right? So allowing ourselves to be present with the peace within our heart. And as we move forward in this place of transformation seems to be key. How beautiful is that? And then productivity, which seems to make a lot of sense to me as well. So, in the stages of transformation, we must, something that I've noticed for myself, anytime I've made great change, I've wrestled with it to begin with. And in that wrestling process, I've had to really look at myself and see if the choices I was making are showing up from a place of ego, high or low, either one. And then coming into it from a more place of balance. I had recently spoken to someone about pieces and aspects of my journey, and the way I approached transformation has always been to the best of my ability from a place of balance. And that balance comes from really a constant analyzation. How do I respond in this moment? How do I feel in this moment? How does this moment impact my vibration? And not just my vibration, but my heart. Can I stay in a loving place, right? Can I still love me and others as I make my choices? And that's very, very important. It's very, very important. A little side note, some may or may not know that I had lost a lot of weight on my journey. And my format to losing the weight, when people ask me, not only did I analyze what went in my body and how to, correct and process what I was taking in, but I also studied why I carried the weight. And I would study the vibration of other people and how they would respond. And so when it became uncomfortable for me, or when I looked at the reasoning in resonance, why was I holding on to it, or why, right? When I really sat and studied those aspects of it, I was capable of stepping in from a place of self-love and inspiration from within in order to make the changes necessary. Yet any time I ever forced a response, if I did some sort of fad, some sort of, let's go with Atkins. If I ever did any sort of fad diet, or one that was created by someone really outside of myself, other than looking and feeling and paying attention, if I did it from any other way, I would lose weight fast and then gain that weight right back. The second I stopped doing that process or tried to shift or tried to rebalance it out, it never worked, that level of extreme. So coming into it from a place of complete contentment in love and self-empowerment is how I've been able to make great changes and hold love. Hold love. I have absolutely witnessed many of people make great changes and then dip in and out of their love. And I'll give an example of those that I know that actually lost the weight through a surgery of some format. Oftentimes people who lose the weight through a surgery, not that this is necessarily true, yet I noticed it more often than not. In the beginning few years of the process, they would go through highs and lows where they had a false sense of confidence and a false sense of self-love because they had achieved a weight loss goal, yet couldn't maintain the balance of it and would, I know many people who've had the surgery done many, many times actually, and others who have struggled back and forth as well. And finding self-love, authentic self-love through that process, very few had I noticed that were able to step into that fully and authentically. And it's something that I think is lost. From my personal experience, there's something that is lost in the having that level of, crutch. And I get that too. Having a crutch every once in a while is a nice little assistance, but it will not sustain you for long term. So it must be from within in order to be sustained long term, right? And so as we're in this place of transformation, I'm going to drop a card, we are allowing ourselves to sit in the influence of love throughout the phases and staying productive, right? So what is really unseen in this image is of a woman guarding of a child. And it's interesting, she's looking at this element outside of herself, questioning if it is of a loving nature, that it should be welcomed into the child's energy. So, staying in our productivity, we can lose ourselves. So, staying in that place of weight loss or stability financially or health, any of those things, if we approach our well-being from any platform in an unbalanced or unsure way in that productivity, like get too focused on one thing and not the whole totality of the thing. This flower is just absolutely gorgeous of that dropping, of the whole totality of the experience, right? So in order for us to move productively forward while being present with the full totality, right? You cannot compartmentalize love. I mean, you can try, yet authentic love is not meant to be compartmentalized. Hold on. And so, whoop, back again. All right. So, I know I've shared this story before, but I love this story. I have a really odd apartment. And I say that because it's very compartmentalized, and I've never lived in such a compartmentalized place in my life. And so there's a hallway with doorways. Very interesting. And I am used to, really big, beautiful Victorian homes, like, just, cathedral ceilings, and one room leads into another room, and just, you can be far more creative with it. You can be far more creative. And this space has left me frustrated at times of how to be creative within it. Very compartmentalized. And so I sat and I was crying one day, as you do when you process your emotions and frustrations. I'm sitting in the hallway and I'm crying, and I just screamed out to God or spirit or whatever you want to call it. And I said, why? Why is it so difficult to design this place? Why is it so difficult to, figure this out? And why is it like this? I don't understand why it was structurized this way, knowing that I just adore where I live. You know, I absolutely love, I have a cutest little tree house. I absolutely love where I live, yet the inside can be a little compartmentalized. Clear as day, I heard spirit come through and go, you cannot compartmentalize God. You cannot compartmentalize the ultimate all-knowing vibration, right? The universal energy. You cannot compartmentalize that, no matter how hard you try. You know, and that just leads to self-manipulation. So the compartmentalization of love, and I'm going to use love as the vibration of God or spirit or universal law. Well, not even universal law, but universal energy. Because at the core of all of it, it's love. It's meant to be love. It has nothing to do with power. Love is power. You need nothing beyond purity, and that is love. So when you start to compartmentalize love and, you know, not shine light, love light in all avenues of the being, then things get lost in translation. It's not very balanced, and it will not sustain. That's just how it goes. So in order to sustain, it must have love in all quadrants, elements of it. Okay? And so staying focused here is really the key. Staying focused on the piece of our heart and love within our heart and the many spectrums of that as we are in this productive light. You know, again, I just keep noticing she's protecting this child. And even in this moment, it feels like a guardianship of her own inner child, right? Not even just a daughter, you know, for those of us who know it's a protection of your own inner child. And so in order to come from that place of moving forward and being productive on the path, one must hold love in their heart and peace. Not always easy. Not always easy. Yet, capable. Capable, right? Be inspired to make choices from a place of totality, right? Right? To study and learn yourself and your own reasonings for the decisions you make and understand who you are as a person. It's pretty important. No one else can ever love you the way you love yourself, right? And that's what we're supposed to do, is love ourselves completely. You know, I will tell people I don't mind getting messy. You know, sometimes you have to make messes in order to discover who you really are, you know, and realize that I just know that love heals everything. Love heals everything. I've never witnessed it not heal. I've never witnessed it not heal, you know, and I feel very blessed because I come from miracles, you know. My journey has been miracles, one after another. So I know the power of love and the power of faith, like no one else, you know. And I know there are so many others, but for me, in saying that, owning that aspect of love and faith in my heart is it's this innate knowing. I wish it for everyone. I wish it for everyone. And we can all achieve it. Every last one of us can achieve it. Every last one of us. And so, oh, that's what you're telling me. Okay, so I did cut the deck here and I got a card. And so as I went to go and shuffle to pick a second card, they told me that's the card right there that I'm looking at. And so, let's see. I'm getting, yeah. So this is what they're showing me. So openness. Openness to receive, openness to give, openness to being. Be open to what comes your way. as you move forward. Oh my goodness, an embrace. That is so magical. Like, look at him just hugging his best friend. Love, pure and unconditional, and stepping into places of harmony. Yeah. When we are capable of loving all aspects and shadows of ourselves and realize that when you love yourself and accept that you've done nothing wrong, you've just experienced, then we give permission for everyone else to do that too. I hear this phrase of, an old friend gave me a reading once, and in it said something of, stop looking at your journey as if it was negative or bad or something like that. And in the time of the reading, it didn't really resonate. And even now, I have moments that I know I've messed up or wish I'd made a different choice. And then as I come through it, I realize that my ability to love even more of me and even more of other people has only expanded through the experience. I don't get mad at myself. I see it as my strength, that I am capable of recovering and healing all wounds through love. It is a knowing, it is a strength. And so when we can shine love in all of those places that appear to be broken or dark, not only are we healing ourselves, but we give others the ability to heal themselves. And when we look at another human being that holds a similar vibration to the one that we have healed within ourselves, then they too heal. It's so crazy. When we are capable of healing that aspect inside of us that someone else may be holding, then literally just in our engagement, just in our stare, just in our look, we are capable of healing all aspects of others. Right? That's why I think mirror work is so important. Maybe that is our homework for now, right? Looking in a mirror, I'll even do it here on this camera that's a little vulnerable. I say a little vulnerable, it's a lot vulnerable. So, looking in the eyes of yourself in all aspects of it, right? It's easy to stare into the places that you see love. Can you look at the places within you in your own eyes that you're maybe not holding pure love for yourself? Right now, the part of me that knows I could have shown up better, right? And can I forgive and love her for not knowing any better? This world's messy, it's confusing. In order to hold the vibration of love and connection to source energy and universe, there's a lot of things that distort us. And I know for myself, I often choose painful experiences so I can heal them. I know on an unconscious level I chose that from my journey as painful experiences. How about you, right? If you're still watching at this point in time, I would love to know, right? Like how many times did you consciously or unconsciously choose a painful experience just so you could test your own levels of love and self-worth, consciously or unconsciously? Those are the ones I find are the strongest. They're the most resilient. the ones who have been broken thousands of times and have put themselves back together with love. Those are the ones. Yeah. All right. One more card. I say one more deck. We'll see what they give me. And I'm just going back to the original card here. Medicine of the Butterfly. Oh my goodness, how yummy is that? Medicine of the Butterfly. We are in a dramatic time of transformation, and allowing ourselves to know that transformation can be messy, but focus on the goal, keep faith of the path, and the vibration to which you're stepping into. And wow, and then they give me this card, which is devotion. I mean, devotion to self, for real, right? So if you yourself are coming in, I'm going to pick another card here because this is just so abundantly healing, is that this level of devotion to oneself. When we come into the place of balance and harmony within ourselves, like I said, we're capable of giving and receiving it so much more purely. Each person chooses how far along the journey they want to go, how much they choose to forgive themselves, right? We all do. And we can't make people love themselves more. We can't make people forgive themselves more. I can't. I know way too many people who struggle with addictions. I as well. I mean, I've quit many addictions, but I know for a fact that I have still have some, and I've definitely let go of a lot. And so allowing myself to let go of even more and just fill all those spaces with more love, more self-love. So I think our big medicine right now is doing the mirror work. Stare into your eyes, into your soul, into your hearts, and have conversations. Allow the story to unfold. Allow yourself to be honest with what you are seeing and perceiving. And don't settle. Don't settle. Don't allow yourself to sit in a dense lower vibration. Choose to find the path of love. Choose. Love moves mountains. For real. Love changes everything. Can you sit with your own dense vibrations and choose the paths of love? Right? Yeah. And do you even know what that feels like? Isn't that funny? How many people actually do not even know what love feels like? Oh, I love this. This is perfect. Ebb and flow. Ebb and flow. Be in the ebb and flow. There's your balance, right? There's the balance. So, devotion to self, ebb and flow. And the card at the bottom of the deck is forgiveness. Can you forgive yourself? Can you forgive yourself? Instead of even focusing on healing you and forgiving you, forgive others. Oftentimes when you make it too direct right here, we put up roadblocks. Simply forgive others. Yeah. No one deserves to walk around carrying that pain. Can you just simply forgive the fact that they made choices? The more we free ourselves and offer forgiveness, the more everyone is free. heart is really wide open right now. Wide, wide open. It's scary. It's definitely a scary place to be sometimes when you're showing people this level of vulnerability. And knowing that the path ahead is, it's really uncharted, unclaimed. There is no direct path. There is none. It's holding the vibration in your heart of that which you know to be true. Just surround that in faith. Right? So staying open, embrace the love that you are, the harmony within. Stay focused on love during our productive times. Right? Wow. I'm hearing, be a devotee to yourself. Be a devotee to yourself. Wow. I wonder how that looks. I wonder how that looks. To be fully devoted to oneself. I think I thought I did that at one point in time on my path. I think I thought I did. Yet, all those lessons come back around and you're at the next level of it. So it'd be interesting. I am nowhere close to the person I was when I started this spiritual journey. Shoot, I started it young. But I am nowhere close to when I started this spiritual journey as a professional. And definitely not. And there's things I've learned. Trust you. Choose the vibration you wish to step into. Choose it. And then just move in that direction. Choose it and move in that direction. That's it. Good. All right, y'all. Peace out, tribe. I would love some comments. Let me know how you're doing. Let me know what your world's up to. And, I love sharing time. Thank you. Check out the other videos for some healing body work, all right? All right, peace out, y'all.